going to be doing a book talk about the story One Grain of Rice by Demi. This is a mathematical folktale and it is based in India, and the story is about this girl named Rani. She lives in India and she's a very, very clever girl. Basically in her town, everybody relies on rice for food, and just about everybody in her town grows rice. But the Raja of the town is a very greedy Raja, and he demands that most of the rice in the town is given to him, and everyone in the town is left with just enough to get by. At one point, the rice isn't coming in as much as it's supposed to be, and the people are starting to get hungry. The whole town falls into a famine, and they're still being demanded to give all of their rice to the Raja. The Raja still continues to have parties and banquets and eating as much rice as he pleases, and feels that that's his right because he's the Raja. One day, when he's carrying the rice back to his palace, he drops a bag of rice, and this woman, Rani, picks it up off the ground. They think that she's trying to steal it, but she explains, "No, I'm not trying to steal it. I was picking it up. I'm going to return it to the Raja." He finds out what happens, and he wants to talk to her so that he can thank her in person for what she was going to do for him. When she arrives, he asks her, "I will give you whatever you want in return for your honesty and your loyalty. What would you like?" She says, "I'll take 1 grain of rice." And he looks at her crazy and he says, "1 grain of rice? That's all you want? Surely you must need more, at least enough to be full." And she stops and she thinks and she says, "Okay, how about today you give me 1 grain of rice, and tomorrow you can double that and give me 2 grains of rice. The next day you can double that and give me 4 grains of rice. And we could just do that every day for a month, and then you'll be all good. You have paid me back." And the Raja looks at her and he goes, "You're very sweet, but you're not very smart. Of course, why not? Why wouldn't I do that? Such a small payment for what you did for me." He thinks that she would have been better off just stealing the rice. What do you think? Do you think that at the end of 30 days, she would have been better off to steal the small bag of rice that she had to begin with? Or do you think that she'll have more than the small bag that she was returning to the Raja at the beginning? Read the story and find out.